What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from Adam's Nintendo World, and we're back with another review. It's been a while, but we're looking at Switch Sports on Nintendo Switch. Shocker. Listen, if you played Wii Sports way back in the day where they were trying to show off the Wiimotes and all they could do, honestly, you're going to love Switch Sports. Long and short of it. End the review now. If you enjoyed that, you're going to enjoy this. It's not a premium title. It's coming in, I think, at $49.99 Canadian. And, There's a lot of fun to be had. I've been enjoying it for just a short period of time. There's not a lot to it, so it's not hard to put this review together. But I do think that if you're looking for a fun time, if you got people to play with, if you're going to play online, this is a good package. This is just a fun package. But let's hop into it, break it down, and I'll let you know what I like, what maybe I don't like, and then we'll kind of come up with some concluding thoughts and leave it there. Let's hop in. There are 6 sports included with Switch Sports, and they are bowling, badminton, volleyball, soccer, chambara, and tennis. Some of them are going to feel very familiar. Tennis and bowling were part of Wii Sports, and a version of chambara, I do believe, was part of the that Switch Sports title that came out a while ago, Switch Sports Resort or whatever it was called. Anyway, it'll be new for most people, but for some people, they've played something like that in a previous game. Some of the games have tutorials, and some of them don't. And I think that's just a missed opportunity by Nintendo to really make this the most accessible game it could possibly be. I think for some things like tennis, badminton, and bowling, which do not have tutorials for soccer, volleyball, and chambara, are actually really, really good. They take less than 5 minutes to complete, and they're enjoyable, kind of learning all the different moves. Soccer is pretty in-depth, more than I thought it would be. Chambara is pretty basic, yet still there's some depth to the gameplay there that you're going to need to learn and to master. And then for volleyball, it's all about the bumping, the setting, the spiking. The spiking itself, very interesting, but we'll get into that. But I do think there's a missed opportunity in making sure there were tutorials across the board for all the sports. But, you know, it's not hard to pick up. It's not really going to stop someone from playing these games. But I think it would have been beneficial, especially for brand new people who have not played Wii Sports or Mario Tennis or things like that. Let's kick things off with bowling, because I think it's the one that actually people are going to have the most fun with and play the longest. And you're going to bowl like you bowl in real life. You're going to hold down the ZR button and just swing your arm like you would if you were going to bowl a bowl down a lane at your local bowling alley. It is that easy. Turning your wrist left and right will obviously put some spin on the ball. But really, that's it. It's actually a fairly good bowling simulation game. It's better than the Wii Sports version, more updated, more precise. And I don't really have a lot of complaints with it. I love that they added obstacle bowling. So you can hop into the settings menu and change from standard bowling to obstacle bowling, and there's 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced, which will put barriers on the lane. So you'll have to actually use spin to get around. You might have to send your ball over a conveyor belt, up and down hills, over humps in the alley. There's so many cool little things in those, you know. There's 9 unique holes. There's 9 unique lanes per special bowling, and then when you get to the 10th end, it's just normal bowling. That's kind of where you clean up and try to maximize your score. So you got 27 unique different lanes that you can play, which are a lot of fun. And I think in a social setting, there's going to be a lot of fun had with that mode, even over just standard bowling. That being said, after playing for hours and hours, my family has settled just on standard bowling as being our favorite, but I do think the obstacle bowling is just a neat addition. I'm putting volleyball and soccer together just because they're both newer concepts to the Nintendo Switch. I do believe there was a volleyball game in Mario Sports Remix way back on the Wii, but it's been a while since volleyball has been a game on Nintendo Switch, and it works really well. Bumping, setting, and spiking is so well done. Obviously, you know, you crouch and bend your knees to bump, you put your hands above your head to volley. But it's when you have to spike that things get really interesting. You actually have to time by swinging up to jump and then swinging down to hit. And there's actually, again, a strategic element here. If you don't time your jump correctly, you're not going to hit the ball well. And I really like it. On the defensive end, you can move back and forth along the net. If you're playing in the front row, jump to block. Again, it works really well. It feels so natural, so clean. And we've had a lot of fun with that. Soccer as well, it's going to give you Rocket League vibes. It just is. There's nothing that can change that opinion. It is Rocket League with people. I mean, you can't get to the roof, but it is, the concept is there. You're playing with an oversized ball. You got nets. You got little people who are going to run around. Using the Joy-Con to like swing and kick, you know, you're kicking up to go a lob ball. You're swinging down to kick a low ball. Swinging left to kick it left. Swinging right to kick it right. Two things forward to do a diving header. It was so much fun playing soccer. And even then, I busted out my ring fit leg strap to do the kicking game. That was actually less fun. I was hoping that was going to be more enjoyable. It seems like a cool proof of concept at the moment, but not something I'm going to come back to, I don't think. So while soccer is one of my favorite modes, that mode in itself is probably my least favorite of everything. I'm glad it's there. Again, proof of concept for future ideas. Maybe they're gonna make it a little bit better, use it a little bit more. But where it stands now, that kicking mode in soccer, I'd honestly say, I think in Canada, it's $49.99 if you buy this game digitally. It's $64.99 if you buy the bundle with the leg strap. I don't know if that extra $15 is worth it. I really don't. Chambara is an interesting one, and I don't know if it's going to appeal to everyone. There are three options you can do here. There's single sword Chambara, two sword Chambara, or power sword charge Chambara. And they're all fun. They're fine. To get people in a room to do it is a lot of fun. Watching people, you know, swing their arms all around. Again, there's a lot to this that I wasn't expecting. Obviously, you have to block the opposite way of how someone's hitting you. So if someone's hitting you vertically, you need to block horizontally. If someone's hitting you horizontally, you got to block vertically. If they're hitting you on an angle, you got to set your block as the opposite angle. So watching their swords and then quickly timing what you're going to do is really important in this one. And it's fun. It's fun to do. I enjoy doing it with other people. Probably my least favorite after tennis in this whole collection. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that really, really do enjoy this.
Round two. Ready? Fight!
I'm looping tennis and badminton kind of in as one. You're going to use similar mechanics in both. You're going to be swinging your arms, left over your body, backhand right over your body if you're right-handed, sending the shuttlecock or the tennis ball left or right. You're going to, swing down to smash. You're going to swing up to lob the ball to the back. With both sports, you can hold down ZL, ZR and perform a drop shot. So in badminton especially, if you've played badminton before, there's a lot of strategy in sending the shuttlecock long and then dropping it short and then sending it long and dropping it short. And just knowing when to do that. So there's a fair amount of strategic play that's required to win at badminton. And I do find it interesting that, for such a simplistic sports collection, it feels fairly authentic for someone who's played a lot of badminton, and I played a lot of badminton competitively as well. It's actually pretty decent, and I'm having a blast playing with Lachlan. Lachlan absolutely loves badminton. He's actually sometimes a little bit better than I am, but it's a lot of fun. Tennis is tennis. If you played Mario Tennis or you played Wii Sports Tennis, you're getting exactly the same thing here, and that's not a bad thing. Probably, though, my least favorite of all the games in this collection.
30-15.
So let's wrap this up. Is Switch Sports worth getting? Yes. If you have people to play with on a regular basis, and I have my kids, I have my wife, I have lots of family, I can bring this to events, it's going to be worth it. You're going to get your $50 out of it, Canadian. The sports are just fun. They're easy to pick up. My grandmother could play this game, and I almost got her to, but then someone handed her a grandbaby, and that was it. But I think she would have played. And that's what makes this package so great. It's so accessible. Anybody can play it, whether you played video games all your life or you've never played. Just hand them a Switch Joy-Con controller and have some fun. And that's all it's about. It's about having pure, simple, good fun with a variety of ages of people, everyone laughing, having a good time. You can get competitive with it. Of course, bowling does get competitive in my house, trust me. But it's different. It's that different feel that, hey, everyone can come together. You see those Nintendo commercials where they show everybody coming together and then it's like they're sitting there watching someone play Mario Odyssey or Zelda? This is legitimately bringing everybody together. Legitimately people who are going to want to come together, grab a Joy-Con, start rolling balls down the bowling alley, or playing soccer, or playing tennis, or badminton. It's going to be that kind of game. And I really do think that, for $50, if you're going to have multiple opportunities throughout the year to pull this out and play it with people, 100% worth it. I do think they're going to come out with DLC for this. I think they previously announced golf. I wouldn't be surprised to see even boxing coming back, because I do find from Wii Sports to this, I'm missing boxing. It was so fun and I'm missing it. Hopefully they bring it. But overall, yeah, this is worth it. It's worth the price. It's not doing anything crazy. Don't expect it to do anything that you haven't maybe seen before, or you don't in your mind able to conceptualize.
Ready?
But that's not the point. The point of this is for fun, to bring people together and do some fun things. I wish there was more unlockables. You can unlock things when you play online with other people. I don't know how much I'll actually do that because I don't really care about the character creation. If you do, you might really want that. It's a miss for me in terms of the ability to unlock. I would have liked, maybe you could unlock different volleyball courts or different soccer pitches or things like that. Who knows? Maybe that comes in an update. Could have been cool if that was available now. But bottom line, should you buy it? Yes, highly recommend it. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Adam's Nintendo World. Go check it out.